How to raise adult children. Being the mom or dad of an adult child. Hello, y'all. I'm Dianna Brianne. I don't give advice, suggestions, information, recommendations. I just share with you my perspective on different topics, as is with this one. You know, being the parent of an adult child is a lot different, a whole lot different than raising a small child or even a teenager. You know, we often hear about the teenage years as sometimes being difficult years for parents. And the most magical years are when they're little, especially when they're toddlers and they're running to you and going, "Mommy, mommy, daddy, daddy." We all remember those times and cherish those moments. And yet, what about the adult years? When our children become full adults, whether they're 18, 21, 25, 30, 40, or even 50. You know, I often have talked about how my mother felt like an orphan when her mother passed. My mother was about 75 years old, and her mother was somewhere in her 90s when she passed. And yet my mother had gone to my grandmother for her advice and wisdom, comfort, and support all along the way, even in her 70s. And so once we're a parent, we're always a parent. Whether we're a mom or a dad, we're always a parent. It's just that our parenting changes, because when our kids are adults, at some point they're going to make their own decisions, whether we like those decisions or don't like those decisions. We don't have to support wrong decisions, what we consider wrong decisions, but I believe it's important to let your children know that you love them and that you care about them and that you are there for them. Parents are there to comfort, parents are there for advice if needed, and parents are there for celebration as well. So this is the thing, is that you never stop being a parent because your kids are grown up. Like I said, my mother was in her 70s and she still turned to her mother in her 90s for wisdom and for comfort and for just great conversation and love. And so as a parent, our parenting style changes. Sometimes we have to step back and be more of an observer than a participator. And sometimes we have to take the cues from our kids, adult kids, what they want, what role they want us to play, and how much of a role they want us to play. Yes, sometimes we can see, just like when they were little, that they were going to fall down, and trip, and we would help them back up. Well, as adults, sometimes we can see that they're going to make a mistake, and yet we may tell them, we may explain to them, and yet they may do it anyhow. And yet we're there for them, not to rescue them and not to solve their problems necessarily, yet we are there for them for love. And so we never stop being a parent, no matter how old we are or how old our children get. From my house to yours, may God bless you. I hope you like, share, subscribe, and I hope to talk to you soon again. Bye-bye.